Hey, it's Vincent here. And as I was thinking, like, I was a little bit stumped when I was thinking, like, what should I talk about or what should it be or what am I going to say? What am I going to say? I didn't know what to title the video. I didn't know how to make a thumbnail for this video because how I think about stuff is that I like to think ahead. Um, I like to plan stuff ahead of time. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little bit weird or something like that. But that's what I wanted to do. That's what I truly wanted to do. Was to plan out like this is the title, this is what I'm going to talk about, and this is the thumbnail. Like this is a thumbnail idea, and I wasn't really able to pull that off today. And it's only 2 o'clock while I'm recording this. I have a little bit of stuff to do, hang out with the bros and stuff like that. But before I get truly into the video, I just wanted to say if we're on Spotify. We're on Spotify and Apple Music. I think we're on Spotify just for now. But when this video is uploaded, all the past videos I have will be on Spotify. So you guys can listen, on your phone or, when you're doing something, it doesn't have to be YouTube. So yeah, it's still gonna it's still gonna be the same. I'm more focused on YouTube, but I'm still gonna post what I post here on Spotify and Apple Music. I gotta see how Apple Music works because I don't know how to do that. So it's a new experience. I'm gonna have to learn that. But yeah, and then it had me thinking a lot, like, I'm gonna put this on Spotify, so what is this? Is this a blog? Is this a podcast? Is this, you know, what is this? What is this channel? And, is me posting on Spotify, pursuing my dream for YouTube? And I think I got the definition wrong when it comes to YouTuber, because when I think of YouTuber, I think of like a gamer or something like that. Someone making gaming videos. But I think no matter what, I would always figure out a way to make gaming videos or something like that. And I still, I'm like low key lacking on it. I'm not focusing on it. I'm more focused on this. And I like this, I like talking into the microphone. Even though I'm sweating, I'm like literally sweating bullets right now. It's so hot in my car, but it's not quiet anywhere else. So, that's perfectly fine. But as I was thinking, like, um, how is this affecting my dream? Like, how is this, you know, like, how, I thought it would affect me in some way, but if I'm making money doing this, technically, I am a YouTuber. Like, I'm, I, this is a YouTube channel at the end of the day. Like, this is a YouTube channel. And so it doesn't have to be gaming. It has to, it just has to be on YouTube. So I don't think me posting on Spotify or me doing that will really affect me in any other way. Um, but yeah, I think I was overthinking a lot of things. I was overthinking thumbnails, titles already, and we're only 11, videos into this. So if you hear me talking, saying like, "Hey, listeners," or me being more, um, me describing more things when I talk, like, because sooner or later there's gonna be a point where you're looking at me, like, there's no gameplay footage. I know I'm on the second monitor as I speak, but it's something. And eventually I will show my face later on in life, as the channel grows and stuff as stuff goes on. So for listeners, I'm only gonna say like I'm gonna mainly talk about the channel, and there's gonna be more beneficial stuff on YouTube. But if you just want to listen, go ahead. But I would prefer if it was mainly on YouTube. But besides that, it's perfectly fine. And going back to the main topic, like I genuinely just didn't know what to talk about, and I was overthinking a lot of things, and I was like a little bit demotivated in a way, like not, or I was just stuck. I think I was stumped. I don't know, but something like that. And I was thinking, like, wow, like what do I do? Like I was just thinking constantly, like, where do I, how do I do this? Is this, is this it? Like, is this, is it over? And I watched my own video in a weird way. like not to stroke my own ego, but I had to hear someone that was that wants the same dream as me, and that was myself. So as I was listening to my video, I could hear myself, and it was weird. Like I was hearing a person talking about their dreams, and I realized that, like, it's also my dream. Like it doesn't like I don't know. I don't even know where like this was leading to me to, but it it made me motivated. That was the thing. You know, it brought my spirits back up. And I think I was a little bit demotivated today because, I uploaded yesterday, then I'm working out and I'm looking at the views, and that's what really got to me was the views already. Like, this video, my last video didn't do as well as the the other video, whatever. And it still got views, it still got a comment, it still got likes, and I think that's what matters is that it was something, at least it wasn't like 3 views or something, at least it was something, and I think I need to accept that, like, not every video is gonna be a banger. And I was also thinking in the back of my mind, like, was that video just a one-hit wonder? Like, is that the only video that I'm gonna post where it does somewhat good? And I will really never know until I keep on uploading, so that's what I'm gonna do. Keep on posting, I need to stay consistent, I need to I can't lose motivation, I need to be disciplined as well, it's not just pure motivation, and that's the big thing is that I just need to be disciplined in this, and I think I'm not really the best disciplined guy, but, you know, as I'm getting older, I'm realizing, like, I have to lock in, like, I can't really be doing nothing in life, like, I have to be pursuing something, and I also have to lock in into other things, like, I have to log into my health, like, my friend, he's the same age as me, and he had heart problems, and, that means, like, just because I'm young doesn't mean I'm immune to things, and that's what got me thinking, like, I'm not young, I'm not immune to everything, I could fall, I could, abuse my body in a way, like, I could get punched and stuff like that. And nothing too crazy, but, I could survive that or, you know, I think right now, like, if I could break my leg and it would heal pretty fast. Like, I'm in a I'm in a young state still. Like, my body's really healthy. So, just because it's naturally, like in good condition or, whatever you could say, doesn't mean like I could just be a slob and eat like only fried food or stuff like that. Like, just because I'm young doesn't give me excuse to be like really lazy or be like really eating a whole bunch of like nasty food, stuff like that. It doesn't give me an excuse, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like it doesn't give me excuse to eat like that or do stuff like that. But as I was going back on, as I was thinking, like back to the channel, like I was I was a little bit weirded out uploading twice where it was just mainly about the channel. Like, I don't know, I just felt weird uploading twice about something, and that got me thinking, it's just like we all freak out talking about ourselves, you know? Like like when you have to, if you're first year of college or, your first year of high school or your first day of school, any year, there's always the icebreaker questions and there's always something you have to talk about or you have to make small talk with people around you. And it's so weird, like talking about yourself. Like, I think everybody freaks out. The famous question is like, say like 5 words, say 5 words that describe yourself, or say 3 words. And that's hard. Like, I don't even know if I could do that right now. Like, let's think about it. I Let's 3 words to describe myself. I would say funny, um, blind, and I don't know, gamer. I don't know. It's really hard, like, cause you just kind of sound like I don't know. You sound like you have like like a chip on your shoulder. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like saying like telling people like, yeah, I'm funny. Like, yeah, I'm caring. Like, yeah, it's weird because you only want to hear that quality from other people. Like, you want to hear other people tell you you're funny, not yourself, in a way. And that gets me thinking. It's like if we're so, if it's so difficult to tell ourselves something good, how difficult is it to tell ourselves something bad? And that had me thinking, like, we're so easy to say negative things about ourselves. Like, we're so easy to, be harsh on ourselves. Like, even now, like, even sometimes, like, in the back of my mind, those those horrible thoughts where it's like, this is not gonna be something. This is not gonna, you know, you're not gonna make it, like something like that. And it's so easy to think negative things about myself. It's so easy to look at the mirror and be like, you're ugly because of this, and that. But when I look in the mirror, it's so hard to say I look good because of this, and that. And I feel like that is so common in the world. Like that is everybody's problem. Like I feel like I'm not the only one. And it's because like we always compare ourselves to other people. Like, you know, I'm always comparing myself to other people, like, no matter what, like, even if I'm doing it, like, conditionally or unconditionally, like, it's just kinda there, and I feel like you know, as people, we kinda have to stop that, we kinda have to, like, live our own lives. I feel like that's a huge thing kind of going on is that people, like people just go into other people's lives, like, um or people are really nosy, that's the thing. Like, what freaks me out is, like, paparazzi or whatever that is, like, um, like, constantly getting taken pictures of you, like, hearing the camera shutter, like, 1,000 times, like, that has to be, like, annoying, just, like, going like, I've seen videos where they take pictures of them, like, while they're on the beach, while they're eating food, while they're getting groceries, while pumping gas, and it's like, that is so crazy to have nonstop, like, people on you taking pictures, like, even what I thought was really weird is that one time I saw, like, Elon Musk, like, people were making fun of Elon Musk's build on, like, Twitter, and it was, like, him on a yacht, and I think he was wearing, like, swimming trunks. I think they were making fun of, like, his chest or something. I forgot, but it was so weird. I was just like, "How did these people get these pictures?" And it's like, "Oh, they're getting them from people that are paid to take pictures of celebrities." And it's so weird that it's a job. You know, it's something that people get paid for. Like this is like what like, people will say like, "Well, what do you do for a living?" It's like, "I take pictures of celebrities." And it's like that is so weird. And I guess I don't know if they do it as a side hustle or if they seems like these people are on full time like cuz how often, they they find the celebrity and all that. But um it is so weird like imagine like sometimes that's what I think, like, imagine being that famous where you're just taking pictures and or you're just you're living life and people are taking pictures of you, and that is so weird, like but even I do that, like, even I've taken pictures of celebrities, not like, not them, like, getting gas or something, but, like, just seeing them, like, here's a picture of Will Ferrell, like, and he was just doing his job, like, he was at some soccer, like, announcing the thing and stuff like that. I think what is different is that my pictures are more of appropriate setting, like, I'm taking a picture of Joe Rogan while he's announcing the fighters, you know? and I'm not taking a picture of Joe Rogan, like, pumping gas or picking up, like, someone from somewhere, you know? And I just I feel bad for these people, and, and that's where it all started, is that these people are, like, nosy, like, people wanna know every little thing about someone else, and it's like, I don't know, like, it freaks me out. I don't like people that always trying to, like, butt into my life, or I don't like people when, when they ask me, like, what I've been doing, it's like, I don't know, sometimes maybe I think with that one, it's more like if I get asked it every fucking day, like, oh, like, because it's like, it's kind of like embarrassing, like to tell them, like, I didn't do anything, like, I didn't do much today, like, I didn't do anything cool, so, leave me alone. And, that's just how it is. But I feel like that is so common and it's so like natural to be nosy because we all also put our lives out there. Like, look at me. I like complain about people being nosy, but putting my whole life about, on the internet and trying to, start something. So, am I the one to really complain about people being nosy when when we quite do the opposite? When we when we give these nosy people, like, food on a silver platter, like, is it, is there even a reason for me to complain when I'm literally doing this, expecting this to be like like this is my dream job of telling people like my life and me just talking into a microphone? Like, you know, am I really in the one to complain? But no, I get it. I get like how, it is weird. Like some people taking pictures of, let's say if I had a kid and I was, like famous, like Johnny Depp, if I had to pick up my kid, like, there's paparazzi, there's people taking pictures, and now everybody in the world knows where my kid goes to school, and everybody knows like my license plate and blah blah blah. So I think like that I would get, that's where that's crossing the line, But like people like people knowing my name or my middle name or how tall I am. I don't know, like stuff like that where it's like trivia, like I don't really care. But yeah, I don't know. That's just like how I feel about that whole thing. But like, yeah, I feel like it's very common that people are really nosy. Like people want to get into other people's business. And I just like, I don't know. It just seems so weird that people want to know truly. But at the same time, I feel like it's a yin yang effect. Like a lot of people want to know, but a lot of people also want to put their lives out there. People want to, like Instagram. Like, how often do you see someone go to vacation? Like, you'll always see someone going out or something. And I feel like that also brings back to, us comparing ourselves to others is that, like you'll see someone driving a really nice car and they're in the same, they're in the same age group, group, age group as you. And, it's really weird. Like, it's really, so real. Like, seeing, there's people that are my age driving really nice cars. They're driving sports cars. They're driving, the newest Lamborghini, stuff like that, or they're even driving my dream car, the Tesla Model S. God, I love that thing. But, but there's also people in my age that don't have a car. There's people that want the same, like, their dream car is my Camry. So that's what you guys have to think is that you also have to think about the people that don't have everything as you. There's gonna be always someone else in a worse condition than you. And I feel like that's the thing that people don't compare themselves to is that they only compare themselves to someone that's doing better. And I'm not saying like I'm comparing myself to people that don't have no money. Like I'm saying like, if you compare yourself to someone that has, less, it will humble you. Like, you know, like yeah, I really want that Tesla, but I'm also happy that I even have this car. That's what I mean. Like it gives you that empathy, it gives you like that awareness that, there's other people in this world. And I feel like you don't see that. You don't see really humble people. I feel like you don't see that. You don't see like stuff like that. And it's such a shame because it's like we're all, we're all the same at the end of the day. We're all humans. Like we're all, we all have the same amount of bones. We all have like two eyeballs. If you get what I mean? Like, we all die, you know? So why be rude to someone else just because they're less fortunate? Or, you know, why be bitter when someone has more stuff than you? You know? I feel like a lot of people don't know how to really stay in their own lanes. And it is a little bit worrying, like as the world goes on, you know, you feel like, it's a lot of pressure too. Like, as the world goes on, you want to truly do the best as you can, and you don't know your best. Like no one really knows their limit. So that's the real thing is that like a lot of people will put crazy expectations on themselves. Like maybe my expectations for myself might seem crazy to other people, like trying to get a Tesla by the end of this year, or like what my goals are. But I truly believe in myself. I truly believe in this channel. I truly believe that this is gonna be somewhere. Like I said in that one video, you really have to manifest these things in your life. You can't simply, you know, just exist. Like you can't simply want something and you only think about it one time. You can't do that. That's why like I'm forcing myself to upload every day because it makes me think about the dream. It makes me, want to do the dream even more. And there's a point where Um, uploading once a week is a little bit better because, this is doing good. I can upload once a week and put more time into gaming. Because it would be nice to be a streamer, but, if this is the main thing, I don't mind also putting this into the main thing, like putting my life into this. I don't mind either or because it's both YouTube, it's both content creation, and that's what I truly want to do. Excuse me. But yeah, that's what I truly want to do. And oh my God, it's getting so hot in my car. It's not even funny. Like, I'm sweating so hard. We're at that 23-minute mark. We can keep on going unless I get stumped. I don't really know what to talk about, but honestly, let's just end it here. It's a good talk. I don't know what I'm going to title this video. Yeah, for audio listeners, I'm going to say videos because I just think about YouTube. So yeah, for audio listeners, I'm just gonna say video. So I don't know what the title of this video. I don't even know what the thumbnail is gonna be. Um, but yeah, you know, I don't even know. Sorry about that. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay blessed. Like and sub. Comment below if you want to hear anything of me talk about or any support, anything nice. Will be much love. See you guys tomorrow. Stay blessed.